You were taught wrong, which is why it feels like you are pouring in so much time, devotion, and effort, taking 2 steps forward and being knocked back 10 steps. Because the affirmations, the journaling, the visualizations, the meditation, saying your gratitude, the vision board, and all of the 11 different techniques are wonderful tools to get you started. Those are the training wheels. And if you are not focused on getting down to the nitty gritty of these core details, none of those things are going to give you the results that you are actually craving. Well, who's this Sam Mauer bitch and why should I listen to her? First of all, I am not somebody who teaches off of theory. This is our beautiful home that was on my vision board that we had built. I have grown a combined following on to TikTok to over 300,000. This page specifically, it grew to over 100,000 in less than 40 days. I have been asked to speak in front of thousands. I have been asked to lead company calls. I was able to leave my 9 to 5 job and stay at home, work from home with all 4 of my kiddos. So I know fucking ball. And I'm going to give it to you straightforward because sugarcoating shit is not going to give you the breakthrough that you are looking for. Before I punch you in the gut, something that I need you to understand is that your success is inevitable. However, you have been taught to plan for failure rather than learning how to set yourself up for success. I consider myself a very ambitious woman, and I know that you are too because our worlds would not have collided. But here's the thing, I would spend hours researching all of the things, trying to find out the missing puzzle piece or what I was doing wrong or how all of these other people were experiencing these massive fucking breakthroughs in their life, the quantum leaps that you hear everybody talking about. And then it finally clicked. I realized that it had nothing to do with the how, but it had everything to do with the who. What do I mean by this? That every strategy, every technique can and will work. But if who you are being as you are integrating these techniques into your life is not a match for what it is that you actually desire, none of those techniques are going to do you any good. In fact, they are going to cost you a boatload of time and they are going to give you more frustration in the long haul. Here's the gut punch. Your bank account is not the reason you are broke. Being in 2 to 300 view jail is not the reason that your social media is not growing and your videos are not converting. Your circumstances are not the reason that you are mentally tapped out and overwhelmed 99% of each and every day. These are all a reflection of your inner dialogue, your self concept, and your belief system. And these 3 things are what makes up the who. This is your core default identity. Your job is not the how, it is the who. Drop that into the comments because I want to burn this into your brain. My job is not the how, it is the who. This is the programming that is running underneath the plateau that you are experiencing, which means that if we are not shifting this, you are going to continue to react the same, which then is going to give you the byproduct of experiencing the same results, no matter how much effort, devotion, and time you are pouring in with all of the different techniques. I dive deeper into all of this and get down to the nitty gritty inside of my new membership, The Best Is Yet to Come. And when you enroll, you will also get 35 days of a workshop style challenge, helping you to actually integrate this into your life rather than just collecting more information. The way that humans operate is really fucking simple. It is think, feel, do, have. And the more that you understand what makes you tick, what makes you move the way that you move, what makes you default back to your comfort zone, when you intellectually know it is not fucking serving you or moving the needle closer to the life that you actually want to experience, this is what gives you the edge to be able to accelerate your progress and upgrade your life faster. It all comes down to unlearning who you have been taught to be, what you have been taught to settle for, and what you have been taught to desire. To you finally awakening to who the fuck you truly are and how powerful you have always been, where you are waking up to a life that you are finally fucking obsessed with because you have learned how to train your brain to excel in every area of your life.